Greetings and welcome to Victor Videos. It's Dave Dobbins.
And I'm Lavila Kraft.
And you can't see us yet, but we're on the banks of the Ohio River.
And we're here for the Tall Stack Celebration 92.
That's right. Welcome. This was a fabulous time that we're bringing back to you. If you were here earlier this year, you will have, I'm sure you enjoyed it and had a great time as we're having today.
Yeah, I enjoyed it back in '88. Did you come?
I sure did. It was
a lot
great.
of fun. And this one's going to be even bigger and better.
That's right. So we're going to bring you all the sights and sounds of tall stacks on this program and a program coming up later on next month.
Yeah.
But what we do best is play videos. What have we got on today's program,
Today
Laville?
we're going to hear from Al Denson, a cappella, Vince Ebo, Halo, Stephen Curtis Chapman, and For Him.
Ooh, that sounds like a fun program.
Full of stuff.
Let's get rolling. In the background, you hear the bell of Louisville getting ready to take off out to the river, and we're going to take off for a video from Whole Poly. This is called Rest Tonight, followed by True for You, and we are here. We are here. You're there.
Back.
Enjoy on Victor Videos.
Give me rest tonight. Oh, give me rest. Give me rest. Oh, give me rest tonight. Oh, give me
When your employees train with the National Guard and Reserve, they learn to be better team players, better decision makers, and better leaders. It's training that makes them better at serving our country. And better when they come back to work for you.
Bill's back.
Be a hero. Give your employees the freedom to protect ours.
People who deal in drugs ride in expensive cars. The same can be said about people who use drugs. If you or someone you know has a drug problem, call Habilitat before you get the ride of your life.
Ramco presents Vince and Larry Smash Hits with timeless classics like
Never met a grill like you.
And everyone who doesn't buckle up will remember the heart and bone-breaking sounds of
You've got me wrapped around your fender.
Yes, they're all here. All the hits that sent Vince and Larry into the dashboard and through the windshields. Best of all, you can scream along when you don't wear your safety belt. Order now. Ambulances are standing by. Hey, you too can learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt today.
Well, we're back on Victor Videos, and
We feel very protected.
I feel protected behind us. We have the, what cavalry is this? The
6th Ohio.
6th Ohio Cavalry. Infantry. Shows you how much I know. Now, where are you guys from? I mean, how did you stay in these outfits all these years?
Well, the 6th Ohio was mustered into service in June of 1861 in Cincinnati. And
You guys look good.
we feel good. It's a nice day. We just got back from Perryville, Kentucky, fought a hard fight down there, and we're up here recruiting.
Did we win?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got some
all
boys
right.
back. You guys are. Oh, here's the captain. You're going to interview the captain over here.
Hi, Captain. How you doing?
How you do?
Boy, you guys look sharp.
Well, thank you.
Are these all original?
No, they're an original, they're authentic, but they're reproduction.
Reproductions. Boy, they all look really nice, don't they, Dave?
And you guys thought that it was easy to wear clothes like this these days. You mentioned how hot these guys are.
Well, on a day like today,
Yes.
they're probably feeling pretty good.
All right, well, we're going to go to some music videos. What we got, Lavila?
Well, we're going to see For Him, The Basics of Life, followed by
Stephen Curtis Chapman in The Great Adventure. And these guys are going to go on a great adventure. Say bye. Bye. See you right after this.
We've turned the page for a new day has dawned, and we've rearranged what is right and what's wrong. Somehow we've drifted so far from the truth that we can't get back home. And where are the virtues that once gave us light? And where are the morals that governed our lives? Someday we all will awaken the back just to find what we've lost. We need to get back to the basics of life, a heart that is pure and a love that is blind, a faith that is fervently grounded in Christ, the hope that endures for all time. These are the basics. We need to get back to the basics of life. Whoa. The newest rage is the reason it out. Just meditate and you can overcome every doubt. After all, man is a god. They say God is no longer alive, but I still believe in the old rugged cross. Whoa, I still believe there is hope for the lost, and I know basics of life. A heart that is pure and the love that is blind. A faith that is fervently grounded in Christ. The hope that endures for all time. These are the basics. We need to get back to the basics of life. We've let the darkness invade us too long. We gotta turn the tide. Oh, and we need the passions that burned long ago to come and open our eyes. There's no room for compromise. We need to get back to the basics of life. A heart that is pure and a love that is blind. We need to get back to the basics of life. A heart that is pure and a love that is firmly grounded in Christ. The hope that endures for all time. These are the basics. We need to get back to the basics of life. To the basics of life. A heart that is pure and a love that is blind. You gotta have a faith grounded in Christ. The hope that endures for all time. These are the basics. We need to get back to the basics of life. Basics of life. The basics of life. Basics of the basics of life. Saddle up your horses. Started out this morning in the usual way, chasing thoughts inside my head of all I had to do today. Another time
Well, here we are on the Belle of Louisville.
Yes, and we're here with the captain.
Isn't this exciting? You're seeing the front part of the ship. I forget whether is it the stern or the bow.
It's called the bow.
Okay, there you go.
We don't know anything
Wow.
about these things, but I have had the opportunity to ride this boat quite a few times. I lived in the Louisville area a few years back. I enjoyed it a lot.
We'd like to welcome to Victor Videos the captain of the Belle of Louisville, Captain Pete O'Connell.
Oh, welcome. Well, I'm glad we're here to partake in tall stacks here. The people are great, and we've had a welcome, and we really do enjoy it.
That's great. Now, we're looking at this after the event. This was an event that was one of the biggest in actually the whole country.
Yes, I believe so, and of course we were here 4 years ago, but this is even bigger than 88.
Did you get to come in 88?
Oh yes, but I was working as mate then, and now I'm working as captain.
Wow.
So I've stepped up just like the festival has.
Well, that's great.
Yes.
He's been promoted. Tell us a little bit about the Belle of Louisville. How many people will it hold, and how long is it?
Well, we take 800 passengers, and the boat is 191.6 feet long, and she was built in 1914, so that makes her 78 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good for 78, doesn't it?
It really does. Well, we're going to go to some music. First of all, we're going to go to an interview with a group called Halo. I know that's your favorite group.
Oh, yes, yes.
Really, the happening Christian group, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Followed by a video called
My Buddy.
There you go. Let's enjoy it on Victory Videos. Well, here we are at Ichthus with two of the members of Halo. I'd like to introduce to you. This is Mike.
How you doing?
And Scott.
Hey, how's it going?
And y'all are from Alabama.
Alabama.
You got that
Where's
right.
your accent, though? Are you from Alabama, too?
Alabama, yeah.
You guys don't have an accent.
You can't hear it in our
Good.
voices.
Everybody says we do, so.
Well, you guys are two members of the group Halo on Pachyderm Records,
Right.
and produced by John Elefante, who's worked with Petra and Guardian and a bunch of other groups.
Right.
In the tent, you were saying you got started in 1980.
That's right. Yeah.
And you're still here.
Still
You
around.
haven't quit. What keeps you going so long?
Well, just the call to minister. We had a vision in 1980, and it's kind of beginning to come to fruition now with God opening the doors through Pachyderm, through a relationship with Bob, Hartman, that he really believed in what we were doing. So I think really God has us in a place that we can reach people. We play our music and kids respect it, so therefore they listen to what we have to say. And I believe that's what Jesus did. I believe he earned people's respect with his words and who he was, and that's what we're trying to do, is just say, hey, Jesus is real, the gospel is real, it's not some fairy tale, it's not some big star thing. We just want to be real people and say Jesus loves you.
I'd say one thing keeps us going too is, like the other night we did a show up in Nebraska. You see 40 or 60 kids coming down to the altar and getting things right with their maker. That's enough to keep you going,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Falling then getting up, tugging on my trousers, crying for his way. My little boy's growing, he looked like me today. He looked like me today. My buddy sees me living, my buddy sees me fall, and my buddy is a mirror hanging on the wall. My buddy sees me silent, and my buddy hears me talk, and my buddy will see Jesus in his lifeline walk. Walking on my motions, he learns how to live. Walking in my footsteps, hearing advice I give. Sometimes I sit and wonder just where with him I stand. A tear comes as I realize his life is in my hands. His life is
What we've learned from research on the human heart has changed the way people live and how long they live. Death rates from heart attack have declined by a remarkable 30.9% since 1977, but it remains America's #1 killer. So contact the American Heart Association, because what you don't know can kill you.
This is the brain activity of a normal 14-year-old. This is the brain activity of a 14-year-old after smoking marijuana. If you use pot, you're not using your brain.
Well, welcome everybody to the Belle of St. Louis here in the beautiful Cincinnati riverfront. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about our boat here. The Belle of St. Louis was built at Levac Shipyards, and it's only a year and a half old. We are the newest excursion boat here at the Tall Stacks. The Belle of St. Louis is 275 feet wide and about 275 feet long and about 65 feet wide. And this arch that you see right here is the way we try to replicate an old stern wheel steamboat from the 19th century. We're not a stern wheel steamboat, but that arch is a replica of what something like the J.M. White or the Grand Republic or the Robert E. Lee, one of the great big Gothic steamboats, would have looked like. And it's a real pleasure for us to bring our boat here to Cincinnati with all the other old boats like the Mississippi Queen and the Delta Queen. And we're going to get ready to go out in the river, and we're actually going to race the Mississippi Queen in a matter of about 15 or 20 minutes. So we like for you to do something, even though by the time you see this, the race will be over with. Root for us, because we're going to be out there giving our best. So if you ever get a chance to come to St. Louis and ride with us, we'd like to see you there, and we'll try to show you, like we say, a real belle of a time there in St. Louis.
Hi, I'm Stephen Curtis Chapman, and you're watching Victory Videos.
When you graduate from college, what will you be able to offer an employer?
I like working with people.
I really like working with people.
I really like people.
I'm a people person.
I'm eager.
I'm eager.
Eager. I think I'm eager.
And I was president of...
Offer an employer something meaningful, practical work experience. A nationwide college program called Co-op Education can give you that competitive edge.
And I'd even relocate.
Right, Co-op Education. It's the experience you need for the job you want.
Well, you're looking at the replica of Cincinnati in the 1850s, Lavilla. Isn't that fabulous how that looks?
Yeah, it really does. I wonder if those are the actual stores that were supposed to be there.
Not. Welcome to Victor Videos. If you just tuned in, we're at Tall Stacks, bringing back to you what happened here in Cincinnati a couple of months back.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This is really neat because back in the 1800s, this was really a busy port.
Very, very busy, Lavilla. Matter of fact, we were reading before we went on camera there, how many boats on a normal day would be docked
Well,
here?
they said it was not unusual to see 100 of them from bow to stern, side by side.
That's right.
All the way down the riverbank.
Well, you know, Tall Stacks celebrates America's steamboating era, which was really one of the most colorful periods in our nation's history. What they used to do is they used to carry cotton north from the south and produce south. And also during that period, a lot of these steamboats entertained pioneers, presidents, and really people who were spreading the gospel. They had to hop on these boats to be able to come back and forth, don't you think?
Yeah, I would think so.
So really an exciting time as we kind of commemorate the early 1800s. The first steamboat was in 1811.
Wow, that's neat. And you know what? I really like the costumes from the era, too.
Yeah, we're going to see.
Yeah, we see a lot of them running around today.
Yeah, you might see us in some a little later on,
Maybe.
too. Let's move on. Up next is a guy who used to work with Charlie Peacock. And this is a guy, I love this song. This is by Vince Ebo and Make It Work, followed by
a cappella, Good Living.
Good Living. That's what this is, Good Living. Enjoy. 2 in a row on Victor Videos.
get out of here. Yeah, that's right. Lady,
Come on, y'all, and gather around. That is why we come to this town. There is nothing better to do. So we're gonna cut loose and sing for you. We're gonna harmonize and we're gonna shout. We're gonna sing, y'all. Gonna tell you what good living's all about. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know about anyone else, but I gotta cut loose and sing myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, y'all, and grab you a part. There's no better way for us to start. We'll sing them fast and we'll sing them slow. So get off the seat and just let go. Gonna harmonize and we're gonna shout. We're gonna sing, y'all. Gonna tell you what good living's all about. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know about anyone else, but I gotta cut loose and sing myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gonna harmonize and we're gonna shout. We're gonna sing, yeah. Gonna tell you what good living's all about. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know about anyone else, but I gotta cut loose and sing myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, y'all, and gather around. That is why we come to this town. There is nothing better to do. So we're gonna get loose and sing for you. We're gonna sing. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna sing. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna sing. Yeah, yeah. Shout. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna sing. 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 Yeah, yeah. We're gonna harmonize and shout. Gonna tell you what good living's all about. We're gonna sing. We're gonna shout. We're gonna sing. Let's sing. Gonna sing. Let's sing. Yeah.
Welcome back. We're standing right in front of the Showboat Majestic.
Beautiful, majestic boat.
Yeah, you know what's so neat about these boats? They used to have calliope music all the time.
Oh, isn't that neat?
Yeah, calliopes, they say that some of the best were made right here in Cincinnati by Thomas J. Nichols and Son.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
that neat?
Have you ever heard them? I'm sure you've heard them.
Yes. Matter of fact, a little earlier, we'd heard some calliopes. The guy, it was upriver. The guy was playing a calliope. Just a real neat sound.
Well, they say that was the way that they knew there was a boat coming in to dock.
Oh,
all the
great.
music. Isn't that kind of neat?
Well, you know, also in the old days, theater was a big part of the heritage in the early 1800s. As evidence in the mid to late 1800s, Abraham Lincoln was in a theater when he was shot. So
Ugh.
theater was was a big part of people's lives back in those days because
not much else to do.
You know,
they didn't have victory videos.
They didn't have
back
victory
then.
videos.
Right.
So the tradition carries on because here in Cincinnati, we still have theater right here, musical theater on Showboat Majestic.
That's neat. I'd love to catch one sometime. I've never been down.
I haven't either. But that's still the tradition, carries on even into the almost 21st century.
Yeah, well, you know what we do in the 21st century?
What's that?
We watch videos.
All right. Let's watch something about the water here.
Okay. Well, this one's from Enya.
Enya.
How do you say this?
Areniclo Flow.
I think that's close enough.
We don't name them, we just play them for you. Enjoy it on Victory Videos. See you back a little later with more from Tall Snacks.
is in? Everybody, I want to know. In, yeah. Oh, what is in? Ooh, yeah. What is in? Everybody, tell me, I got to know. What is in? What's in?
At Salvation Army community centers throughout the world, many generous people reach out to help, and many others gratefully receive that help. But we've never forgotten that the most important help offered here actually comes from somewhere else.
Well, welcome back. We've been waiting for this the whole show long, haven't we, Jay?
That's right, we have.
I'd like to introduce Doc Holly. He's the Calliope guy.
That's right.
I'm a steamboat captain without a steamboat. I'm up here just as a Calliope player, whistleblower, and I'm announcing the boat races.
That's great. Now, you've been on the river for over 40 years, I understand.
Yes, sir.
And you notice he has his sea legs, and I'm the one that keeps wavering. Tell us what got you started into river boating way back when.
Playing one of these Calliopes on a steamboat.
How old were you?
About 15.
Isn't that so?
Yeah, it's fun, and I didn't originally plan on making it my life's work, but it just sort of happened that way, and I decided that this is what I wanted to do, and I started out on the Belle of Louisville when it was the Avalon, working right here out of Cincinnati, and so it's been my life's work, and I love it.
That's great. Now you're down in New Orleans on the Natchez,
yes, sir,
which is not here today because
we're making a movie for Disney. We took the boat 30 miles down below New Orleans and making a movie, Life on the Mississippi, for Disney.
Oh, that's so interesting.
The Natchez is steam, and as a steamboat, she makes a lot of interesting noises and is very, very colorful in that you can see the steam coming out all the time, or the whistle, the calliope, and whatever. And it's very visual as well as audible, like this.
Why do you think, real quickly as we wrap up the segment, Doc, why do you think people still have a fascination of the river with the riverboats after over 100 and some odd years?
Oh, I just think that's our roots, really. People hark back to the river. I think they want to see what's maybe coming around that next bend.
And you can hear them coming, can't you?
Yeah, sure can.
He knows what kind are coming. Well, we're going to shine out the light for you. This is Al Denson coming up with Shine Out the Light on Victory Videos.
Come to know the Lord. There's a light that's burning where nothing has before. From the candle of compassion to the fever of the flame, there's a God up in heaven who's calling your name. Shine out the light, shine out the light, shine out the light to the world. Like a candle in the darkness, burning through the night, we gotta shine out the light to the world. When all your friends are crying out from the pain that seems too great, it's up to you to tell them before it gets too late. the words that ring the loudest can be spoken with your heart. 'Cause when the fire's truly burning, it will cut through the dark. Shine out the light, shine out the light, shine out the light to the world. Like a candle in the darkness, burning through the night. We gotta shine out the light to the world. But the words that ring the loudest can be spoken with your heart. 'Cause when the fire's truly burning, it will cut through the dark. Shine out the light, shine out the light, shine out the light to the world. Like a candle in the darkness, burning through the night. We gotta shine out the light to the world. Shine out the light. We gotta shine out the light. Shine out the light to the world. Like a candle in the darkness, burning through the night. We gotta shine out the light. Like a candle in the darkness, burning through the night. We gotta shine out the
Well, here we are.
It's been great.
It's been a lot of fun
A lot of
today.
fun being at Tall Stacks.
Listen, we have Dolly here. Hi, Dolly.
Hi.
This is a beautiful outfit. Did you stop at Saks this morning?
No, I made it myself.
Did you make this yourself?
Yes, I did.
That's a wonderful job. I bet you really get a lot of attention.
I've been quite a few family albums probably and tapes.
So tell us about your involvement here at Tall Stacks. You said you've been here since 6:30 in the 6 o'clock in the morning on what day?
On Wednesday, we showed 4,000 fourth graders through the Belle of St. Louis, and at 1 o'clock, we took 300 of the special people on the showboat Majestic.
What does Tall Stacks mean to you, and why is it such a rich heritage for Cincinnati?
Oh, well, we had the paddle wheelers built right up here, right upriver, and we just love it. We love the involvement. The people are great here.
That's great. You know, LaVille, it just kind of ties in with what Dolly's doing here, how important it is for people to enjoy their heritage or where they came from right here in good old Cincinnati.
We love it here, don't we, Dave?
We do.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed our program on Victor Videos today. And he's giving us a sign, didn't he, Dolly? So we got to wrap it up. So stay tuned until next time. Dave Dobbins.
And LaVille Craft.
See you next time on Victor Videos. Remember to love somebody today with the love of Jesus. Bye-bye.